In House of the Dragon Season 2, Episode 7, Alicent flees King's Landing and travels to the Kingswood, where she has a melancholy and poignant scene by the lake. Following King Viserys' demise, Alicent has seen a significant decline in her authority, self-worth, and ability to maintain her family and moral principles. The Dowager Queen is more confused than ever in Season 2, having gone from her son Aemon's removal from the small council to Alicent's forbidden romance with Criston Cole. Acknowledging her errors and suffering as the battle intensifies, Alicent travels alone to the lake with Sir Rickard Thorne. After the commotion in House of the Dragon Season 2, Episode 6, Maester Orwyle tends to Alicent's wound, and she departs from the Red Keep with Sir Rickard and a horse in tow. She rides deep into the Kingswood to reach their camp, and upon arriving, she surprises Sir Rickard by revealing that she might not ever make it back to the castle. Later, Alicent takes off her tops, makes her way carefully into the water, swims by herself, and just floats while gazing up at the sky. In House of the Dragon, Alicent has previously experienced a number of significant water-related events. Her scene at the lake represents her mounting guilt and loss of control. The water scenes in House of the Dragon Season 2 have mirrored Alicent's wish to atone for her transgressions, errors, and shame. After Viserys passed away, Alicent felt that her body and intellect were literally stained by sin, which dirtied her morals, righteousness, and virtue. In just one season, Alicent had sex with a knight of the Kingsguard, realized that she had misunderstood Viserys' final remarks about Aegon and started the Targaryen War, was unable to stop her son Aemon from following in his murderous and despotic ambitions, and felt accountable for the deaths that resulted from her deeds. In the second episode of House of the Dragon's second season, Alicent violently cleanses her body in the bathtub because she feels bad after sleeping with Criston Cole. Similar to this, Alicent's need to purify herself of the blood on her hands after contributing to the start of this war is symbolized by her swim in the lake. Alicent has always thought of herself as morally upright, devout, and principled, especially when it comes to her strong religious convictions. However, she now finds herself participating in a dishonest game in the Dance of the Dragons, which has caused her to compromise this view of herself. Alicent can't get rid of this stain on the inside or outside since she has lost control and realized that her activities have gone too far. A fantastic illustration of the Lady Macbeth effect is found in Alicent's lake scene in House of the Dragon, Season 2, Episode 7. According to this, the more shame one feels, the more strongly one responds to a cue to clean. This is based on Lady Macbeth's obsession with self-washing after killing someone and seeing bloodstains on her fingers. Alicent's internalized feelings of shame and guilt are also making her feel more of a need to keep herself physically clean, emphasizing the symbolic connection between moral purity and physical hygiene. By the end of Season 2, Alicent's shame has grown so much that she needs to relocate from a confined bathtub to a lonely lake in order to purify herself. Given her religious upbringing, Alicent's lake scenario has biblical overtones that echo her sense of helplessness in the face of her transgressions. She is covered in her white gown, swims in the lake, and attempts to wash away her misdeeds in favor of moral purity and a rebirth from the lady she once was. Her actions are symbolic of a baptism. It might be argued that Alicent's involvement in the House of the Dragon's conflict has already exceeded that of Fire Blood. The fall of King's Landing is the next important event that occurs with Alicent, according to the novel. Rhaenyra Targaryen is predicted to seize King's Landing from the Greens early in House of the Dragon Season 3, saving Helaena and Alicent but imprisoning them in the Red Keep for the duration of her reign. Because of this, Alicent's session by the lake appears to be the only time she will ever experience such freedom. Alicent keeps pushing for peace in Fire Blood and offers numerous different solutions to divide the realm between Rhaenyra and Aegon, but her request is turned down. Helaena Targaryen commits suicide at the Red Keep later in Rhaenyra's rule on the Iron Throne, and Alicent holds the Queen accountable for her daughter's passing. Alicent loses the rest of her family members in quick succession. Rhaenyra is killed by Aegon using Sunfire, Cole perishes at the Butcher's Ball, Aemond is poisoned by his own troops, Daeron is at the battle above the God's Eye, and so on. Even after the war, Alicent Hightower is left alone, imprisoned, and never truly at peace. Jaehaera, her surviving granddaughter, commits herself not long after she marries King Aegon III Targaryen, the son of Rhaenyra. According to the novel, Alicent spends her last year of life lying in bed, talking to herself and crying a lot. She also finally comes to despise the color green. Tragically, the story of the House of the Dragon figure comes to an end when Alicent passes away from illness 2 years after the war's end. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.